I am not a fascist. I'm not in bed with the oil companies. I'm trying very, very hard. And I want to work with you, okay? So let's continue. I want to do the right thing.
Just one thought. I spent the afternoon reviewing Bad River's brief against Enbridge. And I want to tell you a couple of things. 2016, we had a 500-year flood.
Yeah.
It was like a 500-pound bomb going off in the high bridge. The road dropped about 250 feet. Bad River was flooded. The entrance from the west also blew up. Now imagine when this pipe fails, because this rain isn't going to end. It's going to keep coming. We all know that. First responders wouldn't have access to Bad River. And the places that people have fished and riced for millennia would be down to tubes. And unless you somehow repent from this bill, you're implicated, okay? Like I said, I trusted you until this bill. I couldn't believe you signed on to this thing. Imagine the treaty fight back in the 80s, and I was part of that, at the landing. Indian people were shot at with wrist rocket slingshots. The dogs were there. A lot of that protest came from this community and from Morocco. There wasn't a state legislator in Wisconsin that decided to put a protective clause in to protect Philomena and her people, or the rest of us who were standing up for the tribe. Enbridge is our enemy, okay? I don't care how much money they give to LaPointe. I don't care how many baseball suits they buy. They are our enemy. And this is the end of the age of oil. So, sister, get on the side of history, okay? I listened to your husband Sunday talking about women in Honduras that have to walk a mile to get a gallon of water.
Yeah.
And you are threatening the water of this sacred place.
I have, hear me. I have no desire to threaten our water. I want to keep it clean. I truly do. I want to continue to talk with you, all of you, and work through these words. They're words. We can do this. This is the hard work.
Not one more inch. Not one more inch of our land.
No, I will,
Not one more inch of our land.
Not one more inch. You are absolutely right.
I'd like to thank Jen
I've
and
gotta
Beth for
go.
coming here. I think it's a very tough situation. I think there's some unintended consequences to what they got involved with here. I think we all know that Janet and Beth have both done a great job as our representatives. And I'm just continue to support them, but hopefully they will be willing to come and talk to people and like this, for instance.
We can talk.
So thank you for coming.
You've got too much on your mind, or what are you saying? I'm sorry. I'll try to come up with It's just, pardon me?
Set up a meeting with you?
Of course.
How do we do that?
Well, you can call me, my phone number, you can call Joey, you know how to talk to Joey. Very, yeah, it's very difficult. You know, these people here don't think you're hearing us. And there does seem to be some sort of wall where everything's bouncing back. We're kind of desperately shaking the tree, saying everything is at risk. And you're saying, I'm not sure what. Words on paper, blah, blah, blah. But why would you want to put our water at risk?
I don't want to put our water out.
But you're giving more power to corporations.
I believe that. I honestly do. And I know I was naive until I started looking into these bills and variations on them that have been in place in other states.
Then let's
I'll send you some information. I'll send you some articles of people who have been victimized.
We all heard. The one thing that I hope that you can do, I work with it's not call me a fascist or a pig. I'm a human being, and I have things, people that I cared about, and people that I thought were my friends.
And you have to understand that we feel betrayed personally by this bill. And in combination with the tweets I know you're saying you voted against.
I did.
But they passed nonetheless. There are changes made. It doesn't matter whether you, at this point, it doesn't matter whether you were in favor of it or not. They are now in existence. In combination with this bill, they are a scary future for a lot of us.
And that is the burden that those of us who are legislators, I gotta go back in that and deal with that.
And I think it's a wonderful thing to cross party lines to make legislation, but only when we're okay with that legislation. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't make any difference if you're crossing party lines, if you're hurting us.
No, I know.
And so it's a beautiful thing to cross the party lines, which you've done. I appreciate those efforts.
No,
And I think everybody does, even if we don't agree with the actual
It isn't,
bill.
yeah, it isn't about, what I fear is that, we don't trust each other. That we somehow believe, we somehow think that she doesn't.
But it's like Nick said,
Framework that you are allowed to exercise your.
I already know that, I already have that.
No, you wouldn't have had that because this is overlaying because right now, we trespass all the time and we don't know it and we don't think about it. I know. Oh, really, I have to go. But nobody enforces it. Every time you walk across somebody's lawn, you're trespassing. But we don't take that into account. We don't say, "Oh, you." And it's I'm lost. I'm tired. I'm sorry. I got to drive. I care deeply.
Enbridge will have the right to oppose my being on their land. You're giving, even if it's this much, you're giving this much more power to companies that are really opposed to us as citizens, our communities, our environment. There's no reason to want to give these companies more than they already have, which is plenty.
The only thing where that would affect you is if you damaged the property.
Which I would already get arrested for.
Well, right.
So why do we need this law?
Right. So that's what then we agree. Then why do we need to go through?
Then why do we need this law?
Then why are you opposed to it?
Because it gives this much more power to companies who want to take, and they don't give a rat's ass about the environment.
It doesn't give power to the companies. We're just going around it. But thank you for coming. You have to remember
What's going on in Washington, what went on in Wisconsin, no, we don't trust anybody. The thing that I hate the most about all of this is I now believe in conspiracy theories. I never did. So when we hear something, that something's going to benefit our enemy, no, we can't do it.
No, I know. But there's,
But see, it seems to me, and I won't keep you just a second, the thing that I see this bill doing, if we were at Standing Rock, which I was, it changed me forever. Every single one of those people there could have been charged with a felony for standing there and singing and then taking all this stuff and not having any recourse.
But with this bill, you wouldn't be charged with it.
except if you're on private property and they do eminent domain, You can, it's happening in other states, Janet. People are getting threatened with prison for protesting
That's
against
wrong,
eminent
and that's
domain
wrong,
on their
and that's
own
wrong,
property.
and that's wrong, and this
But that's
bill,
happening.
it is happening, and that's
And
wrong.
the wording
Okay,
is like
okay,
this.
I gotta go, I gotta go to the
Green Bay.
Thank you for coming.